Welcome back to Cosmic Belonging. My name is Fola. I'm very excited to be here. We're going to talk about Aries season, and thank you for being here as well. So there's a lot going on this Aries season, a lot of energy flying around. We've got some really beautiful conjunctions, but also we're in eclipse season. It's officially eclipse season. And so we've got some powerful energy flying around. So I figured let's pull some cards about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each sign. And just to be clear, I am pulling based off of your rising sign. You are welcome to look at your sun, your moon, your Jupiter, your Venus. You're allowed to apply the reading to that area of your life. But for the purposes of this, it is specifically catered and tailored to your rising sign because we're going to talk about the houses and stuff. Okay. All right. Yeah. Without further ado, let's clear the energy. Spirits, ancestors, guides, allow me to tap into the energy of the collective. Allow me to hear the messages that I need to pass on clearly. Allow them to pass through me so that people may understand them. And allow this video to come across anybody who needs it. All right. Like I said, this is a collective reading. So the messages are going to be for a lot of people. And so what you need to do is take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Okay. All right. So let's talk about eclipse season. The eclipses, the first eclipse, which is going to be the lunar eclipse. It's going to be Libra moon, Aries sun at 5 degrees. And what that's going to do is it's going to be lighting up the parts of the sky that specifically deal with the self and relationships. So you are going to be readjusting how you maneuver and how you can show up for yourself better because the Aries energy is showing up in the North Node, and how you can also rearrange your relationships to better suit your needs. We are fully in our Aries energy right now. And what that means is that we are trying to step into our journey, our destiny, our fool's journey, And so what can happen is our relationships in our lives, they either do one thing, which is a good thing. They help us get to where we need to be, or they can hold us back. They can keep us stuck. They can keep us in doubt or in compromise, of endless compromise. And that's the shadow side of Libra, is not knowing where to go, what to do, what to decide, having a dualistic mind of that, but also that dualistic mind isn't really you having two ideas and modes of thinking, which is like the Gemini kind of dualistic mind. But it's more of well, this is what I think, but I also need to make peace. I also need to be worried about other people. And so that dualism comes from you and others. So we are readjusting, we are making some changes, and it's going to change the way that we partner with people, and not just romantically, in general. It's going to change our business partners. It's going to change up the way that we become friends with people, what those friendships are based off of. And it's going to change our relationship with ourselves. Aries energy is, a lot of the times, it's given the short end of the stick because we think of Aries as being super selfish, right? Like they're all about them. But that's not always a bad thing. Like, it's very important to be able to put yourself first, because what we don't want to do is go from one end of the spectrum to the other. We don't want to go selfish, 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 me, or everybody else and never me. You want to be able to come together in the middle and marry those two parts. All right. You want to be able to give to yourself so that you can be of benefit to the collective. You want to be able to find balance, find inner peace. Yeah. Because what is the point of making sure that everybody else is happy if you don't get to be happy? So yes, that first eclipse in Libra is going to show you where your partnerships are causing you some detriment, okay? Or a little detrimental. And then the second eclipse in Aries, I believe it's going to be at 20 degrees or 21 degrees, is really marrying like your vision for yourself with your actions and intentions. It is going to show you where you need to put your energy towards, or what you need to put your energy towards. And it's Aries, so things might be a little turbulent, a little direct, a little blunt, a little fiery. So just beware of being able to state what you need in a way that is palatable, if that makes sense. You don't want to water down your message, but you also don't want it to be so fiery that nobody listens, because people tend to tune out. Take it from take it from me. I have an Aries Venus and a Taurus Mercury. Sometimes I'm like, it's this, and people are like, I don't want to listen to you. You are yelling. I don't want to listen to you. So you have to learn how to honestly learn how to use your voice from a place of security. Because what I've learned from myself is that when I feel safe, I don't have to overexert my will. When I feel comfortable and when I feel like I am in the know of who I am, what I believe in, and I'm more knowing of the power that I hold, I don't have to become loud or aggressive or blunt or any of that. I don't have to cut people with my words or set such strong boundaries. I just make my boundary, I say it, and I let it be, because I know my power. I don't have to force my power, you know? And then also, like, communicating works both ways. You can't expect people to hear you if you're not actually communicating in a way that they will hear you, if that makes sense. All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about, well, we kind of already did. But also there's some beautiful things going on. Actually, I'm also, shameless plug, I am also on Substack, and I have a podcast, a mini pod, where I'm going to be talking about the transits for each season, way more in depth, giving you plenty of advice. So find me at Cosmic Belonging on Substack. It's a newsletter as well if you'd like to read it, but I have some transits written down. So we're also we're experimenting words. We are experiencing Venus sextile Jupiter, which is so beautiful. It's so ooey gooey. It is love and peace and harmony and expansion. We're also experiencing Venus sextile Uranus, which is like unexpected pleasures, like just beautiful things happening, but you may not see it coming, but it shows up and you're like, oh my gosh, love this. We have a Venus Saturn conjunction, which is a little bit of a boundary check. Venus Neptune conjunction, which is, it's in Pisces. Like, we're just going to be floating that day. It's an art. artsy fartsy day. We've also got the sun conjunct the North Node in Aries, helping us to go towards where we need to be. Yeah, helping us to take charge of our Aries energy. Venus sextile Pluto, which is a boost of power. You know, like this season is not for the faint of heart. Also, Mars conjunct Saturn. Oh, I like Aries season is here and it is not here to play. That's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that. All right, let's get into some cards because I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans because Kim is my girl. Love her. I'm also going to be using the Animal Apothecary by Cara Elizabeth. I fucking love this deck. Love it. I have the Moonology Oracles, Moonology Message Oracle as well. Not sure if I'm going to use that yet. Also have the Animal Spirit by Kim Krans, Wild Unknown. And I brought out the Sacred Rebels Oracle as well because I was feeling it with the Aries like fire energy. I was like, it's giving Aries. It's giving rebel. It's giving the fool. So I have that. And so I'll just be like, based off of the sign and the energy, I'll be working with these decks, okay? But everybody's going to get a tarot card. So, of course, we're going to start with Aries. And so this energy, the sun is going to be traveling through your first house of self, the body, the way that you see life, the way that you are being shown and seen. You're going to have a lot of energy. The sun is the ruler of Leo, which rules the ego. And so you might find yourself getting an ego boost. Now, like I said, make sure that you are communicating properly. You know, like it's good to be feeling yourself. But it is also good to be able to be aware of other people as well at the same time. That Libra eclipse is going to show up in your 7th house of relationships. Of course, you are directly dealing with the self and your one-on-one relationships. Like I said, that can be business partners. It can be a parent. It can be your best friend, a lover. Okay. And so you're definitely going to be feeling a little bit of the fire when it comes to the burning of who you are and how you show up, and also like what you need to release in the relationships in your life. All right, spirits, ancestors, guides. We are talking about my Aries risings. Can I get a card to represent what Aries risings are going to be feeling, the energy that they're going to be working through throughout this Aries season? Oh, also happy, oh, well, I guess if it's Aries rising, it's not necessarily your birthday, but happy birthday to my Aries sons. Spirits, ancestors, guys, this is for the Aries collective. What energy are they going to be dealing with through Aries season? One card, please. One card. Oh, of course, I got 3 cards. All right, and I'm going to show all 3 of them. So we have the 5 of Wands representing competition and it's like this burning fire to do better, to be better. Mother of Cups representing your emotional need to empathize with other people, to understand other people, and to be there for other people. She can also be a little, little delulu. when her emotions are running high and wild, she can just, be a little one track minded, shall we say. And then you have the 9 of Wands, which is all about hope and renewal and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, taking a deep breath is what I'm saying, or is what I'm seeing. Taking a deep breath of fresh mountain air and knowing that you are going in the right direction. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, with this Aries versus Libra energy, it's giving, it might be a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, all right? you have this fire, you have this ambition, you have goals, and you have what people don't know about you, Aries, is that you do have this burning desire to take care of the people who have lesser than. Like, you will do for the less fortunate. And so maybe that's what your goals are. Maybe that's where you're actually putting your energy behind, is getting things done for a project or for people that you really care about, that has something to do with lifting people up. Yeah. Hmm. Can I get an animal apothecary card? I'm going to read these all upright. Can I get an animal apothecary card from my Aries risings? Ooh, whoa. What energy will they be experiencing? Destiny path, omnia unis est. Look at that bad boy. Oh, man. I mean, the symbolism is giving all-seeing eye. It is giving the transformation of the snake and the luckiness of the bee. It's like you have to go through this in order to get to where you want to be, but you are on the way. And that is exactly what that Nine of Wands is. You are on your way. You have some quick adjustments that you need to, take care of to settle. But it feels like a deeper connection to who you truly are, to what you were meant to do, at least in this phase of your life. Let's see. All right. Omnia unis est, Latin term, which translates to all is one, everything is connected. There is a mystery behind your comprehension aligning with what you were born to share. Yep. Every moment you have encountered was meant to bring you exactly to where you are right now. Ultimate self-actualization is your destiny. You're on the correct path. What did Bola say? What did she say? I love it when it all lines up. I love it when it all lines up. So Aries risings and, Aries suns and moons and, whoever's watching, cross watchers are welcome as well. It's like this is just what's meant to be. So when you are going through eclipse season, when you are having these moments where things are going to get difficult, they're going to get a little rough, but what you need to remember is the Nine of Wands. When you're feeling this energy, remember this energy, that these sticks, these like things, these hurdles that you have to jump over, they're really stairs leading to where you need to be. They're guiding you. And all you have to do is remember the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that you're being trained. You are being trained so that you can be good enough for your destiny. You already are. You already are, but you got to be adept. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that for you, Aries. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's move on to my Tauruses. Let me put my cards back. Taurus risings. You can also look at this for your moon, your sun, your Venus, and your Jupiter. Tauruses, you are experiencing this energy in your 12th house, and this is the house of solitude. This is the house of spiritual awakenings, of being one with the universe, of understanding your subconscious and giving yourself the personal attention that you need. Okay. It's also the house of escapism, so we want to make sure that we are tuning into ourselves and not tuning away. But this eclipse energy, because you are dealing with Aries energy in your 12th house, which also Taurus risings, Aries energy in your 12th house can be rough because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars being in the 12th house gives us that tendency to be hard on the self, tendency to be angry when we're alone or angry at ourselves. Like we project love and beauty and acceptance to everyone else but ourselves. All right. That's the energy of Aries in the 12th house. So just be kind. Be kind. But that Libra energy is going to be sixth house of work and health and daily habits. And so you might have to take a step back from work. You might find yourself tending to less of the physical and having to tend to more of the ethereal. I always say that sixth house is physical health, 12th house is mental health. And so, especially as Taurus risings, you are very, very dedicated to your job. You are dedicated to your comfortability, your check. You know, you're also very loyal in general. Like you show up. If you say you're going to do something, you try to stick to your word. But like I said, there is showing up for the self so that you can actually be more beneficial for others. That's that Aries versus Libra. It's following you, following your urges, your innate needs. And then out of doing that, you are able to actually help other people. And so if you are pushing your own mental needs, your own spiritual needs, your spiritual, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It can be anything that you do on your own that like replenishes you. But if you're pushing that to the side and just showing up every day physically, because I mean, we live on an earthly plane, what can happen is you're not showing up. You're like showing up and giving like really bad energy. You're showing up and doing whatever it is that you do, and it's like okay, I'll explain it like this. If I have a friend who offers to do something for me, I'm so grateful for that. But if they're going to do a shitty job, tell me, please, because like I would rather do it myself. I would rather do it myself than accept help from somebody else who is in a funky mood, who is, you know, underperforming, you know what I mean? Because then like, you know, is it really help? And it's kind of that energy of you have to take care of your mental, you have to take care of yourself in order to actually show up and give 100%. Okay? All right. All right. I'm also hearing randomly, I'm hearing who cares what you look like on the outside to other people. You know, a lot of us we get into the gym not because it has anything to do with our actual health, but because it looks good to other people. And obviously, we live in a world where we benefit off of that. You know what I mean? But it is much more important for you to center yourself and take care of yourself that way than to be doing reps. You know, like a yoga class can be much more beneficial than just doing an hour at the gym. You know, just some little bit of advice. Spirits, ancestors, guides, this is for my Taurus rising. Allow me to tap into the energy of Aries season for them. What will be the energy that Taurus risings are dealing with? What will be the energy that they are going to be working through? What messages need to come through for them? Okay. You know, that 5 of Wands wants to come out, but it came out. So for my Aries, it came out upright. And for my Taurus risings, it is coming out reversed because what? It is in a conflict. It is inner competition with the self, a need to keep doing, to be better. That's also sixth house energy of Virgo. But truly, you can just be causing yourself grief because guess what's coming out? The 8 of Swords reverse, which is being trapped in your own head, being trapped in a mental cage. when it's not really, it doesn't exist, you know? Like I love this card because it literally shows you what's going on. It's a butterfly. The butterfly can fly away. Like it like what are we, I mean, he's in a cocoon, but he's gonna burst out of that cocoon, and this what are these swords gonna do? Nothing. He can fly away. You can fly away. And guess what? Then you get the 3 of wands. I was going to say swords. It's not the 3 of swords. Thank God. It's the 3 of wands, which is I'm ready to step into a new reality. Look, if you look, those wands, you look inside, it's like a black hole, or not a black hole, a portal. There we go. It's like a portal to a new world. And guess what? All you need to do is rearrange your thinking. All you need to do is allow yourself to step outside of your mental cage, to stop being so hard on yourself. That Mars energy is supposed to fire you up. It's not supposed to make you angry. Okay? And I know that it can be difficult when you feel trapped to really see the possibilities, to see the messages that are being sent. What you see are the things that are going wrong, the things that you're not doing right. You know, you're seeing the frustration, the inner conflict. But it's kind of like trying to look at something from a different angle. And instead of feeling the conflict and the frustration, take a step back and see what that conflict and frustration is meant to show you. How do you do away with it? How can you make it more of a lesson? Yeah. How can you learn? How can you learn from it? All right. Animal Apothecary. A message from my Taurus risings for this Aries season. Very clear. Focus on the big picture. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Focus on the big picture. We have, I mean, it's very interesting, but it's like a unicorn coming out of an eye. And then you have the bee, which is success, with the crown, the lighthouse. And it's like seeing things from a higher perspective, a different vantage point. Cara Elizabeth is literally like this deck favorite. Regardless of whether your current situation is less than desirable, this card comes as a confirmation that something beautiful is awaiting you. But the first step is to make that decision to get out of your ego's limited perception. Testify to the world and yourself that something big is awaiting you. Not even your disbelief in yourself will stop you from fulfilling your purpose. You were created for greatness. Hawk's medicine asks you to immediately snap out of whatever discouraging story may be playing in your mind and immediately focus on the power of all the achievements that await you. Big picture. Look at things from a different angle. Try to find the lesson in it all. What is it trying to teach you? What is it trying to show you? How can you move forward and pass from this, on from this, and take the lessons and the messages with you, not the pain and the discomfort? Leave that behind. I always say, and I definitely heard this from somewhere, but I don't know who I heard it from. But like feelings are not, they're not meant to drown you, they're meant to guide you. They are messages from your body. They're trying to tell you something. They're not trying to hurt you. Your body is never trying to hurt you. Your body is only trying to guide you. So feel your feelings. Listen to those feelings. Listen to what they are actually trying to say. Oh, I love that. I love that for you, Taurus risings. It's going to be a little rough. It's going to be a little rough, but I have faith in you. Who's a rock star? You are. All right. I have decided that the Sacred Rebels Oracle and the Moonology Oracle are going to be reserved for a little later. Yeah. Okay. Let's head on into my Gemini risings. Love this. Okay. Fun, floody energy. Geminis, you are dealing with the 11th house, Aries energy in your 11th house of social networks, of groupings, of your colleagues, and of how you see the systems of the world, how you see um, the groups of the world. How do I say that? I guess it's like it's water bearer energy. Like, what can you do for people, the larger collective? Okay. And then that Libra energy is coming in your fifth house of play, which to me, what I'm immediately getting off of that is that you need to stop being so sorry about it. Sorry about it. You need to focus is what I'm hearing. You need to focus um, because you may be being swayed to go out with your friends and um, indulge in your creativity, which is great, but like it also needs to take you somewhere. That's what I'm hearing is that your Libra energy showing up in your fifth house is like, I mean, it's dating energy as well. That is definitely, I mean, it's a double down of dating energy because Libra is the sign of relationships and the fifth house is the sign for dating. Um, you may be getting pulled into the overwhelming activities of like of dating, of your family, of um childhood. Like the things that you did in your childhood, the fun that you had, like it just feels like that energy is pulling you away from being the leader of the group. Wah. Yeah, it feels like that energy is pulling you away from leading, stepping forward, taking charge, and being the voice. As a Gemini rising, you're probably used to like taking in information, you know, um, which is great. You want to be able to take information so that you can lead properly. But at a certain point, you just have to go. You just have to know that you can trust yourself and your instincts and go forward, charge forward, and bring everybody else with you. Spirits, ancestors, guides, what will be the energy of my Gemini risings for this Aries season? What lessons are they learning? What messages are coming through for them? I just realized that I have to charge my phone, so I might be doing this in two parts. All right. Tell me about Gemini risings. What messages are coming through for them for this Aries season, this eclipse season? What messages need to come through for them? What energy are they dealing with? Whoa. I love that I'm getting 3 cards for everybody. Okay. So we have the Son of Pentacles reversed, which is not taking concrete steps. Like I said, it's kind of like playing around. You know, it is non-consistent energy. So you may have like an idea, but you're like, instead of going straight for that idea, instead of sharing your idea with other people, you're like, I'll just keep it inside for now. I'll just figure it out. You know. It can also be the energy of being stuck in going in one direction, which once again, if you talk about your ideas with people, with your groups, then it opens up to the floor to really be discussed, to really be picked apart, not in a negative way, but in a way that can help to build. We have the Nine of Swords, which is about not being able to sleep at night. It is about anxiety, being stuck in kind of stuck in your head. Stuck in your head, but not in a Eight of Swords way, in a like a truly painful way. And then we have the High Priestess, which is about following your intuition and your higher thought process, your inner knowing. Yeah, I just have a feeling that you have this thing that you want to do. You have a grand idea, but you are so afraid to take steps, concrete steps toward building it. But what you need to do is you need to follow that voice. All right, Aries season is full energy. You need to step off a cliff. Metaphorically, all right? And know that the universe will catch you. That's what it's here for. If you keep playing it safe, you are never going to get the things that you actually desire because it's all about risk. Risk and reward are tied together, they go hand in hand. So, yeah, you may be all right, you may be comfortable, but do you want to be comfortable for the rest of your life and never actually being able to be exalted in your energy and your ideas? Mm. Can I get a card from the Animal Apothecary for my Gemini risings? Can I get a card for my Gemini risings? Ah! Okay. Okay. Ooh, service, of course, because 11th house, it is philanthropy. That's the house of philanthropy. And then you got metamorphosis. Oh, yeah. And then attract through glow. Interesting. All right. I just want one. What's the most important card for my Aries risings? Gemini risings. Ooh. What's the most important card for my Gemini risings? Metamorphosis. Mm. Yeah. Like I said, I'm seeing that bursting through the cocoon. Like this caterpillar literally goes through such a process of like literally depleting, or not even depleting, like he's disintegrating. Like all of his cells are disintegrating inside this little sack. Yeah, like it's like such a gnarly process of change that leads to being so beautiful. So you have to change the way that you think, the way that you move. Actually, I'm being told to retract that. Don't change the way that you think, change the way that you move. Change the way that you think about what you think. There it is. And allow yourself to take your rightful place. Aries energy in the 11th house is Queen of Wands energy, throne energy. It is being the queen of a group, the king of a group. And it takes some serious kahunas. Kahunas? I think I said it wrong. But it does. But stepping into that energy, you won't regret it. I promise you will not regret it. 34. You are on the verge of profound transformation and being asked to live in the end. Keeping in mind the beauty, success, and fullness coming for you. You cannot fully fathom how glorious your future self will be because you only know the life of the caterpillar. But you must be steadfast in your faith. The metamorphosis will be complete soon, and something more profound than your deepest desires is awaiting you. Be strong, little caterpillar. Big change is coming for you. I'm just being called to actually read. I'm being called to read the whole thing. For caterpillar to become the butterfly she's destined to be, she has to commit the most ambitious act of allowing her past self to become annihilated. Yeah. A radical change is at hand for you as well. As you're asked to step into a fuller version of yourself. Caterpillar says that the cocoon phase is scary and painful, but so worth it. Let go of attachments to your identity and outcomes. If something is happening that seems to be impeding your dream, The medicine of this card asks you to understand that it's supposed to be like this. Resisting this moment will only slow down your development in the cocoon. Expect challenge and the demanding labor of metamorphosis. There will be moments of great pain and not believing you can do it. Give loving acceptance to the old, fearful parts that feel frustrated and trapped, but be clear in your understanding that these feelings are an illusion trying to keep you in the comfort of the known. The old cloak you wore for protection is now ready to be shed. It no longer serves the purpose you once needed it for. Strip away the veils and step into the dark unknown of your fullest potential. While I was reading that, what I was seeing is so 5th house and 11th house are Leo energy versus Aquarius energy. And the Leo energy wants to be the center of attention, wants everybody to love them. The Aquarius energy is the black sheep energy. But while it may not be the center of its home, it it has a reverence for humanity. It finds its people. And so this energy may be telling you to step away from the people that you love so dearly and what they want for you and what they believe and your collaborations that have happened in the past, and trust your vision enough to bring it to a broader audience, to understand that they may not see what you see, that they may not be ready for what you're ready to bring. And so it's not about getting rid of these people from our lives. No, it is about cocooning. It is about cocooning and allowing a full transformation of your energy, stepping away for a moment so that you can put your ideas into motion. Maybe even finding a different group to really bring your thoughts and ideas to. But knowing that it's for the good of the all. Yeah, I'm hearing don't play it small. Big things. Big things. All right. Thanks, Gemini. All right, all right, all right. Yeah. Let's do Cancer. Yeah, let's do Cancer. So, my Cancers are going to be experiencing this energy in their 10th house of career, of their 10th house of what they are known for, their ambitions, their destiny. My Cancer rising. And so the Libra energy is also going to be in the 4th house of the home. Now, Cancer rising, this might be tough for you, okay? Because Cancer rules the 4th house. So what you're dealing with is the Capricorn energy. That's like your sister, the Capricorn energy that actually shows up in your 7th house of relationship. So it may feel a little foreign to you, depending on like what your sun and your moon and stuff are. But you're being asked to table that home life stuff for now, to allow yourself to step out of what you've always known and to step out of what your family and your oldest friends, what they may expect from you, to go towards what you are actually meant to be seen for, what you are actually meant to do. And I mean, you enjoy it. You enjoy it already. You know that it's there. It's not like something is just going to try and show up and take you off your path. No, this is the path that you've been walking, but it's like it's walking versus running, and this is going to catapult you into a sprint. Spirits, ancestors, guides. What cards need to come out for my Cancer risings? What energy will they be dealing with for Aries season? Eclipse season? What messages are showing up for them? Whoa. The cards were having a difficult time shuffling and coming together. Oof. So for me, that says like you might have a difficult time getting along with folks. All right. Empress energy and the Lovers. Yeah. Booyah, baby. Okay. Empress energy came out first. It's about being creative. Um, it is about seeing your creativity to fruition, not just like dreaming it or imagining it. It's about it physically showing up in the earth, like this tree sprouts up. It's not just like, ooh, I can dream about it. Because that's like fourth house energy. You're like, oh, well, I'm good. I'm just going to like be over here and have my own dreams. This is like, no, I'm planting these seeds. I am watering the seeds. I am watching it grow, and I'm going to go after it and tend to it and nurture it. And there's passion on the leaves. This is what you have wanted. It's the push you have wanted. And you are going to receive some pushback because, like I said, fourth house stuff is old shit. It is the stuff that we've treasured for a long time. It is what we are used to. It is our childhood self. And so there's going to be some pushback. It may be from the inside, but also it's Libra energy. It's probably going to come from your relationships. But guess what? You got to put you first. And also, the Lovers tells us that you might be finding help from a new person in your life. Or they don't have to necessarily be new, but like they're not tied to that, like, I've known you forever. It's more of like there's somebody who has come along and into your life, and maybe they've planted themselves in your life and you love being around them and everything. And they're going to be the person that you can rely on to push you forward and not to hold you back. This can also represent doing inner healing work, especially having Libra in the fourth house. Like you grew up taking care of everybody. You grew up always being the mediator, always being the person in the middle, being like, hello, is everybody okay? Do the inner work. This Aries season is going to force you to do, to realize those patterns, to realize that about yourself and how it holds you back from actually showing up for yourself, how it holds you back from being that version of you that is unbridled, that is chirping, demanding what they need so that they can be their fully realized self. 12th house or 12th house, the 10th house. The 10th house is how you were meant to be seen by the world. It is important. And so it is important to do the digging, doing the soul searching for any ways that you may be doubting yourself, holding yourself back, attending to other things that aren't actually, getting you on this direction, getting you in this direction. These are beautiful cards. All right, Cancer, these are beautiful cards. This season is an awakening for you. And you may have been feeling this already. The nodes are already in Aries. You may have been feeling this, but it is like a catapult. Don't be afraid to go for it. Spirits, ancestors, guides, can I get a card for my Cancer risings for this Aries season? Ooh, we have prayers answered and let go, bury. Prayers answered and let go, bury. Obviously, let go and bury is like, it's dead. Get over it. Not get over it, but like literally step over the body and keep walking, keep moving. Don't look back. All right. Like, because literally you're getting what you want. You are getting what you want. The thing that you have been dreaming about, it is happening. Concrete steps. And the only way to get there is to keep moving forward. Don't look back. Random, real random. But like, have you guys ever seen that movie Legion? with Paul Bettany, where it's like the Mary Magdalene story, and they're at a diner, and there's a crazy grandma who eats a raw bloody steak and then climbs up the wall. Okay, I bring it up because there's a moment in that movie where like the little kids are outside at the gas station, and like they are like, help us, help us, help us, you know, and the adults are like, we have to help them, you know, like they're being great adults. They're like, we have to go outside. And the guy is like, it's a trap. It's a trap. Do not do that. Do not go back. And so that, of course, like some of them go out, and as soon as they pick up the kids, they're like, thank you. They turn it to the and they like bite them in the neck. I bring that up to say, whatever is literally making you double back, it is a trap. It will not lead to your success. It will not lead to your fulfillment. It will not lead to the peace and the harmony that you desperately desire. It will only lead to more of the same. Unanswered prayers. If I told you that the thing you wanted was on the other side of the door, all you had to do was open it, but you heard somebody else knocking on your bedroom door. Let's say this is out in the living room. You're like, you could hear it. Like somebody needs your help. What you want to do is you want to go back and open the door. Don't do that. Go towards the front door, open the door, say yes to the package that is being delivered. Okay? It's Aries season. It's all about fulfilling the self. And you don't have to feel bad about it. Oh, I love that for you, Cancer. Oh, I love that for you. All I'm hearing is, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Who are you to disagree? Don't disagree. Keep moving. Say yes. Say yes to the dress. All right. Anyway. All right. Leo. I don't know why I said it like that. All right. My Leo's rising. Leo risings. There we go. My Leo risings. You are experiencing this energy in the 9th house of wisdom, of travel, of spiritual wisdom, but like of also higher education, of adventure. And then that Libra energy is going to come in the 3rd house of, honestly, the 3rd house is communication, but it's also like your everyday life. It is also your neighbors, short distance travel versus like long distance travel. It is also the energy of 3rd, which is communicating, constantly taking energy in, taking information in, versus the 9th, which is let's quiet down. And instead of listening to everybody else, what do I know to be true? What do I believe? Spirits, ancestors, guides, what will be the energy of Aries season for my Leos? What will be the energy of Aries season for my Leos? You're going to be the last sign. I should go to Virgo, but I don't want my phone to die. What will be the energy of Aries? Oh, yep. And as I say that, 10% remaining. What will be the energy of Aries season? That might actually let me know that I can do my Virgos. What will be the energy of Aries season for my Leo risings? What messages need to come through for my Leo rising this season? Whoa. Okay. So we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. It's giving all my life I had to fight. It's giving like I am not happy. Money is eluding me. It's giving like I thought I had built this life that I was going to love. And it is draining the fuck out of me right now. It's giving, yeah. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me take a second. Yeah, I think you guys need to stop taking in so much information. I feel like this is because you are surrounded by other people and what they think and what they believe, and you're not even allowing yourself to enjoy the life that you have built. Because we have judgment reversed. And this judgment card is about forgiveness. And sometimes forgiveness comes with a letting go. It's not replaying the things that were said over and over again. It is not sticking and holding on to what happened. It's about building your own sanctuary. It is about being able to travel and let go. It's about like flying free, cutting the cords. And also like I'm hearing forgive yourself. Like we're all here making decisions and seeing if they work out. And so if something doesn't work out, like take it as okay, well that's not for me. And now I get to find what else, something else that is possibly for me. And it's like playing Tetris, trying to fit things into the right space. Um, and so it's really telling me, this energy is telling me like, you have to be able to take the L's as less of an L and more of an L in learning. like not loss, but a learning experience. Um and learning happens on the inside. It doesn't happen um from listening to people. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen from listening to like people, even people who've gone through what you are going through. Like, okay, you can hear what they learned, but what are you learning? Because we also have Empress reversed. This tells me that you're like depleted. You're not, maybe it's a lack of sleep, maybe it's a lack of nourishment, of a lack of I'm hearing healthy food, but also it doesn't have to be healthy food. It might just be like the right food for you, because everybody has a different diet. And their bodies need different things. Maybe it's a lack of outlet for you to be creative. Because creativity, once again, like that is something that is born from scratch. Your creativity is literally what's inside. And so it's like you might be used to trying to replicate something that somebody else did, or coloring inside the lines. But really you need to get a blank canvas. You need to see the world from your own perspective. Yeah. That way you'll be able to see the beauty in it. That way you'll be able to see that the life that you've created is exactly what you want. And if it's not, give yourself exactly what you want. Don't dwell on the energy that you're in. Figure a way out of it. Figure a way to adjust. Figure out a way to adjust. Spirits, ancestors, guides, can I get a card for my Leo risings? What see beyond the past? Third house is also siblings. Just putting that out there. It is also the house of siblings and neighbors. And so, yeah. just be wary of that. Like when we're talking about the past, you might be figuring things out with your siblings. You might be like burying the hatchet with a neighbor. um, yeah, making your world more comfortable for yourself, more inhabitable. But also, this card is the story of the ugly duckling. And so it brings us back to, why are you listening to other people? They don't even know that you're a swan. They don't know you're a swan. They're approaching you like you're a duck. Like, you've taken on the energy and the words that other people have given you. And you don't have to. You can live in whatever world that you decide to live in. And that's where that wisdom comes in. You have to know what is true about yourself. You have to know what is true about the world around you and what is other people yapping and gossiping and giving you their perspective, their perception of the world. But you don't have to live in their world. You have to live in your world. Ooh, that's what that Nine of Pentacles reversed is. Living in other people's world instead of living in your own sanctuary. Let's read it. 23. The ugly duckling finally woke up. I'm just going to read the end. Finally woke up to his true self as the beautiful black swan and asked you to do the same. Swan's medicine asks you to accept that you feel your insecurities, but do not submit to them. Whenever you feel small, it is not reality. It is the old story and the programming that brainwashed you. Please wake up from the illusion and honor what the Great Spirit gifted you, the gift of yourself. No one in the world is like you. Own that you are a rare miracle. Affirmations. What do you like about yourself? Every day, you should be able to pull out something new. Something new that you like about yourself, even either just in like the grand scheme of things, or that you did the day before. What did you like that you did the day before? What did you like that you did today? Building your own satisfaction, building your own peace and well-being is a process that you actively have to engage in. All right. That's going to be the first half. I know that I didn't get through the first half of the signs. But like I said, my phone is going to die. And yeah, so I'm going to meet you back here in a little bit with Virgo through Pisces. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing up. I hope you have a wonderful Aries season. Until next time. And don't forget you belong. Bye. Bye now.